Gloria Milimu, KTN News.
Staying with the vetting process, Education Cabinet Secretary Nominee Mombasa Ogamba faced intense scrutiny from legislators regarding the transition of learners to grade 9, the final year of junior secondary school. The education nominee is proposing a hybrid system that allows some students to attend nearby secondary schools. Meanwhile, Ogamba pointed out that underfunding and policy implementation challenges are the root problems facing the education sector. And as Ann Musungu now reports, he, a lawyer by profession, his net worth is 790 million shillings.
Nothing but the truth. So help me God.
The little-known lawyer was nominated to serve in the heavily funded education ministry by President William Ruto. He found himself answering tough questions from members of the Appointments Committee on the upcoming transition of learners joining the last class of junior secondary school.
The decision to have the junior school domiciled in the primary school is the correct one. And it is a position that if you found it fit for me to become minister, I would enforce. And how would I do that? An audit has been done to determine that there are 16,000 classrooms that are required. So far, 3,500 are under construction and they're likely to be ready in the next 2 or 3 months. The other 7,500, I understand, are supposed to start in October and they'll take 3 months. The shortage that will be there then comes to 5,000. This 5,000, then we have to do a systematic check to find out whether the adjacent schools where there will be no Form 1s, the children can go and study in those particular classrooms.
Kimani Ichung'wah, the National Assembly Majority Leader, raised concerns about the flexibility of the proposed hybrid model. He argues that this approach may not provide the adaptability needed, challenging the effectiveness of the system as currently conceived.
There are schools that are 20, 15 kilometers apart. So if you tell us that you will have some kids taken to a school neighboring where they'll be hosted, then I can tell you it's going to be very impractical.
There is no question that year 9s will not be in class in January.
The question is,
one way or
which class? In primary section or in secondary section?
Yes. So my position was a philosophical position that domiciling it in primary school made sense. But if we find...
Now move from philosophical to practical.
Now, if we find... if we find that that philosophical position is not practical while you are in position with the facts and factors that will be provided at that point, then we got to make a decision because the children must learn.
Ogamba highlighted that inadequate funding is the fundamental issue plaguing the education sector. He emphasized that this financial shortfall, coupled with challenges in effectively implementing policies, represents the core obstacle hindering progress and improvements in education.
I realize that the main problem of the education sector is funding. Each and every problem that you can identify in the education sector, its root is funding. Funding in the sense that there is not sufficient money to cover all the programs and all the students in the country.
When questioned about his wealth, he revealed he is worth 790 million. Besides being a lawyer, Ogamba also served as Kengen chairman, succeeding Samson Mwatete, the former chief of defense forces. Ann Musungu, KTN News, Nairobi.
Meanwhile, the United States of America